Today I'm going to show you how to unlock the power of SAS by modernizing your past data factories to Fabric for free using the Migration Assistant. We'll begin today in Fabric with our new target workspace. Let's go ahead and navigate up to the workspace settings and check the license info. I just wanted to show you that I'm using a trial capacity here and that you can do this for absolutely free. From here we'll navigate back to our static web app where we left off in our previous video. Let's go ahead and visit our site. This is going to open up the Data Factory to Fabric Migration Assistant tool. Here we're going to go ahead and get our tenant ID and application ID for the enterprise application that we set up. Please note that the required API permissions to use this app are listed below. After filling in the fields, go ahead and select Login at the bottom. Next, we're navigated to the Select Fabric workspace. From here, we're going to expand the drop-down and select the workspace that we showed earlier in the video. From here, let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and select Continue to Upload. This is where we're going to upload our ARM template for either ADF or Synapse. After uploading the ARM template, the application runs a parser to profile your Azure Data Factory or Synapse Analytics workspace. The app provides you with two sections: a quick summary that provides high-level insights into your workspace, such as count of each component, like pipelines and triggers, then a full profile that goes into much more depth of information. I have provided the ability for you to export this profiling out in case you need more understanding of what you are going to migrate before proceeding. The full profile is broken down into three subsections: Overview, providing key metrics; Artifacts, providing a table view of each component within your uploaded workspace; then Lineage, which provides a visual dependency graph clearly illustrating how components are related to one another. If a managed identity is being used in either your ADF or Synapse workspace, the app will prompt you to create a Fabric workspace identity, which can then be used in the Configure Link Service Connections page. This page provides a list of all identified link services within your ARM template. To help you manage a large number of link services and Fabric connections, I've enhanced the app to include a progress bar and filtering capabilities. I do recommend that you create your Fabric connections ahead of time. However, this app is fully capable of creating all connection types with their appropriate authentication methods. If the connections exist with the same name as your link service, the application does auto-match. Else, you also have the ability to create a new Fabric connection or skip it completely. Once you are done configuring your Fabric connections, you can select on the Continue to Deploy Connections button at the bottom. This leads you to the Deploy Fabric Connection page where you can review and deploy your newly configured connections. After connections are deployed, we can then navigate to the Validate Compatibility page. This page is designed to allow you to conduct partial deployments by selecting only on pipelines and other items that you want to migrate. When we are done with our selection of items, we can scroll down to the bottom and select Next. Once you are done selecting the pipelines that you want to migrate, select the Next button at the bottom of the page. This now brings you to the Map Components page. Since Fabric Data Factory does not have the concept of a data set, the application allows you to map pipeline activities to specific Fabric connections. The application remembers your connection mappings earlier and will auto-map based on what you had done there. However, you can also always manually map pipeline activities to Fabric connections. Another major feature of this page is the ability to manage the migration of Data Factory triggers to Fabric schedules. The app allows for complete control over editing the Fabric schedule. By default, I set all schedules to be disabled when deployed, unless you specifically enable them here in the UI. This was added to allow you to have time before turning off your Data Factory triggers. Once you're done with all your configurations, scroll down to the bottom and select Next. This then brings us to the Deploy to Fabric page. I've allowed for the download of a deployment plan to show you all of the payloads that the application is going to send. If you want to run these manually, you are free to do so. Let's go ahead and select Start Migration Deployment. Note that the Fabric Public API has a limit on 50 requests per user per minute. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for the video, but just note that there is a logical deployment plan. Right? We're going to deploy connections, folders, child pipelines, and then parent pipelines. So our deployment was complete. We see that we have a 100% success rate. 4 folder structures were created. And then below we'll see all the pipelines. We successfully deployed 61 pipelines. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can then proceed down to the deployment log and then select Next to get the full kind of deployment migration report. And here we go. Here's the post-migration report, listing out all the components that were deployed and their Fabric resource IDs. All right, let's go ahead and open up that Fabric workspace. And we can navigate to our public video workspace, and we can see all 61 pipelines and the folder structures were created. If we navigate into that control flow, we can see that the schedule was created on this item. All right, let's navigate back to the workspace and find that copy pipeline where we adjusted the Fabric connection that is referencing. And there we go. It's now referencing Azure SQL Database 2 and Azure Blob Storage SPN. So I hope you all find this tool useful. And if you have any questions with your migration, please feel free to reach out to me on either the YouTube comment or find me on LinkedIn and send me a DM there. Thank you.